Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Thank you for joining us this evening. Sorry to keep you waiting. Get this ball rolling here. Just a second. Livingston, man, do the damn thing.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston, man, roll that beautiful beam footage.
We all gonna die. We all gonna die. We all gonna die. It's a We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Boom. Just like that. We All Gonna Die Wednesday all over again. Bad Blobber, Donald H. Huth, Scott Hummer, Teresa Buchanan, K, Blue Butterfly, Johnny Preps, Miko Wolf, Amy King, Grit and Grace, good to see you. William K's, what's up? Eric M1RV, Joshua Dino, good to see you. I choose life as well, my friend. Never break the number one rule of survival. Don't fucking die. SOL radio operator, good to see you. STP in the house, Rum Runner, what up? Buffalo Nomad, thank you for the 5x5, much appreciated. James Carroll, good to see you. Johnny Highwoods, howdy over in the mountains, my brother. Hope you're keeping warm. Ohio Valley Prepping, what's good? Roddy Hood, what up? Hope everybody's doing well. Hunter and 25 neighbor, what's good? Who did I miss? I know I missed a couple people. Loretta, good to see you. K. Paul, what's up? Hope everybody's doing well. Gypsy, good to see you, sister. Blue Butterfly, I heard you're having surgery. I actually had surgery like 48 hours ago. Yeah, yesterday's Four Horsemen podcast was rough for me. If I seemed off my game at all, I was hurting a little bit. I tried not to let on too much, but yeah, yesterday sucked. Today, much better. Livingston, man, getting used to it all, but doing well, recovering well. Surgery went really well, and they fixed me again. Same issue as last time, but yeah, doing well. It was what do they call that? An angiogram, Livingston, man. Nothing to do with my heart, but I do have some issues with my femoral arteries in my legs. So I have some stents in there, and they had to repair one of them. So they went in and did their thing. Miracles of modern science, and got me, good blood flow again. That's important. Apparently it was starting to be restricted, and they were concerned, so opted for this and fixed it. No sense waiting, right? I mean, shit could hit the fan any day. Not something you want to put off when you're talking something serious like that. So glad to have it done and over with, and out of the way. One big burden off my back. TT1. Wait. Good to see you.
It's like a Tibetan singing bowl. If you try to force it, it won't work. You have to have the perfect
you gotta
amount of effort and relaxation at the same time. Just see, I struck it.
Herein lies. You know what? It does it to mock me, because Southern Tier Prepper got me a brand new bell, and it sits on my desk at home. And every time I leave for Wednesday, I forget to grab the bell and bring it with me, because I don't mind just having the easy button at home, right? It's me.
Strike it decisively.
It's me.
But
Blackbird,
with just enough force.
So what's going
carnivore.
on? What's going on? I've been in a cave for like the last 3 or 4 days, man.
Why have you brought us here?
Anything going on? I don't know. I don't watch the news anymore.
145 times.
I can't.
Is there anyone
Can't watch
here
it.
who has been here every time?
Maybe. Johnny Preps has been down for a very long time. I know that for sure.
If so, you should definitely hit that money button, son.
Eric M1RV has
It's
been
about
here.
time. You watch
a
the damn
very
channel
long time.
145 times. Hit the damn money
I know.
button, bro.
East Tennessee Preparedness has been around a really long
Stingy
time. The Irishman
motherfuckers.
has been around for quite some time as well.
Some of y'all
Scott
are-
Hummer, he was one of the early ones. You know, Livingston, man, we can actually go into the analytics. I could tell you who number 1 was, the very first subscriber to the channel. But I don't know after that.
They're bragging on you.
Oh, 50 Stint, yeah.
50
yeah.
Cent, damn.
Yeah, the Yankee hat, it draws the criticism.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay.
It's okay. It's okay to suck once.
Sick burn, dude.
Katrinka, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got the Democratic Socialist Communist has indeed been elected mayor of New York City, Mike in the Livingston, man. Thank you for that important update, Donald.
Yeah, man.
It's true. Apparently, they said that happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to adopt a wait and see approach because they preaching doom and gloom, comets raining from the skies, communism running rampant in the streets. But I'm like, wait a second. Like, one, okay,
Yeah.
there's two glaring accusations that sort of point at each other here. The guy's got no freaking experience. He's not going to do good, but they're also like, I don't know. It seems like they're really worried that like he might actually be able to do something. So
the one thing that he can actually do that he's been talking about is the city-run grocery stores. Right, like he could just, with a wave of a wand, get rid of most of the private businesses in New York City and turn them all into New York City-run grocery stores, which would be kind of weird. And I think what he said he was looking to do was no lottery, right? No lottery, no alcohol, and no cigarettes at any of these grocery stores.
okay, those grocery stores.
Well, that would be all grocery stores.
There's no
because
lottery,
that's the
cigarettes,
way-
or alcohol at the post office either.
Right, but the post office doesn't sell you your produce and your meats and your cheeses and your groceries for the week.
Now, here's a question about freeloaders and fucking people using benefits the wrong way. Then, okay, so like those sound like extremely optional vice to me.
Yeah, for sure, and
Why should my tax dollars
I
pay
suppose
for that?
I suppose you should be able to go pick it up at the bodega, right?
If you got spare cash in your pocket, you should go get a beer. But again, if you're on some kind of
there's
benefits,
also
you don't
there's
get beer.
also like
don't get no
legal.
beer.
You have to like buy a license to sell tobacco in New York. You have to buy a license to sell alcohol. You have to buy a license to sell lottery. There's fees associated with that. So in all actuality, it might actually make things a little bit cheaper because those fees aren't passed on to the customers. I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing that you don't have gambling in the grocery store or beer or
Finally,
cigarettes.
this fucking guy in front of me is not playing the lottery at 8:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. I'm like, hell
at
yeah.
the grocery store. I mean, that's kind of whack. I don't think you should do that at the grocery store. You totally hop at the bodega and grab whatever you want. Right?
What's the argument against here? I know.
So
Alcohol is against Muslim law, sure, but like,
yeah,
there's
so
it's
is
in our
smoking, and so
Constitution,
is smoking, and so is gambling. So the three things that the Muslim majority doesn't like would be removed from all the grocery stores, which would make them feel more accommodated in the store, I guess, or less disrespected in the store. I don't know.
I'm down. That sounds
Whatever.
good to me. Yeah,
Whatever. To each their own, man. I don't give a shit. If it makes things
is it a
more
Muslim
affordable
thing or a healthier society thing?
Well, I guess it could fit both categories, Livingston, man.
In the same way, like, there was a thing here in New York, and it was, I don't know how long ago, but it was a deal where
Gadrill, yeah, the state does make big money money on smokes and lotto. Yeah.
Exactly. But CVS Pharmacy used to sell cigarettes, and then they made this controversial decision to not sell cigarettes anymore because they felt that like it was contradictory to their purpose.
I'm selling you the cigarettes that are going to give you cancer so that I can sell you the chemo pills later on.
Maybe that was the first and last time a corporation had some sort of morals or something. But the point is, that's already like a precedent that has occurred. The same way, like there's probably not like cigarette vending machines at Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like this. I don't mind if people aren't.
Skeptic. Thank you very much.
I don't buy my beer from the grocery store. I don't buy my cigarettes from the grocery store. And I certainly don't gamble at the grocery store. So who is this affecting and why are you mad?
I'll have to let you know, sure, Skeptic. I haven't seen that wave of people just yet. You know, I mean, it's kind of like official today that he won the election. So I'm very interested to see.
He's not inaugurated yet.
If there is an outflow of people from the city, because I don't know, man. I think a lot of people, if you're invested in New York City, you're invested, right? It is not cheap.
Oh no, he's gonna make you rich motherfuckers pay your taxes, and like for some reason, all of us poor people are mad.
I don't know about that. I'm not mad about any of it because Livingston Man and I got into a little bickering match on Facebook the other day about this very subject, because it's everybody. It's very polarizing, this whole election race. And what I was trying to point out was that it's in New York City and it doesn't affect anybody else anywhere other than New York City. He is not the governor of New York State. He is not the president of the United States. He's not vice president. He's just the mayor of New York City. And so he has 5 boroughs there with it's a lot of people.
He had to keep reminding people of this fact. Like they're like, how do you feel about all these foreign policy issues? And he attempted to point out that it's not.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with New York City,
and that's not in his lane to be talking about. Like,
correct. I think he's narrowed the scope of things. Angry Prepper brought up a point in his podcast yesterday. Actually, I think it was this morning too on his midweek report that. When they asked all the candidates, where are you going after you win the election? All of them said Israel, except for Mondani, who said, I'm not going anywhere. New Yorkers are here in New York, so that's where I'll stay and I'll get to work. So I don't know, man. Maybe this is a good shakeup for New York City. Maybe it'll open some eyes. Maybe some real problems will get taken care of. Maybe it's just a pony show. You know, who knows? Who knows?
It's already made a lot of people a lot of money simply from the coverage of it, the amping up of it, the propaganda that's come out of it, the podcasters and influencers talking about us talking about who I may point out have made literally no fucking money from talking about it. The money button's right up there. How come we're the only ones?
K-Paul, thank you so much.
Thank you, K-Paul, a true American hero.
Oh my goodness, you waited in a United Way food line. For a family member. We were in line for 2.5 hours and they were going to run out. I asked, oh man, I'm so sorry, Paul. What are you giving me $5 for? Give it to them, please. Please listen, man. If you can afford to donate, I greatly appreciate it.
We can't.
But listen, times are tough, and I understand. I really do. I do. The strap is tightening around most people. If you want to use your money and you want to help support the channel, there's a couple places you can go and get things for yourself that will help support us. We'll take the nickels and dimes, man. You don't have to do that, guys. I really appreciate it though. Could you bring up the web pages, Livingston Man? I think we got some stuff that we can show off where you can help yourself.
Homie said, please don't give us your money. But by the way,
no, it's not. This isn't a give me your money thing. This is the website. There's a couple of articles in there that I dreamed up, and a couple things to read, try and get in perspective. You know, some of my headspace. And there's some links. The links in here are all affiliate links, so we'll earn a small commission from them. It doesn't increase the price that you pay whatsoever. I would help to find you a discount code if you really need something. Everything from radios to whatever you need. Eric N1RV says, how much was raised last week? Eric, great question. The money has already been sent, and I'm awaiting confirmation of arrival. I sent the money out.
Rob B, you missed
Monday.
everything, you fucking idiot. You should have been here on
it was
time.
Monday. It was
Forget
Monday.
it. You're not even going to understand anything that happens. You're not even going to
Take the night off, Rob.
Yeah, just
Take
forget
the
it.
night off.
Just forget it. You hit the AI summary in the morning, my brother.
So there's some links there that you can check out. There is also the Amazon shop. I don't know if we loaded that one up, but there is the Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival Amazon store. And total last week raised between my chipping in and you guys and you $504 to help out a family in the community in need. I am not naming them, but they are in desperate need. And
You guys did that? You guys helped out with that?
Listen, I just want you guys to think positive thoughts about everybody in the community, right? And try and we all think positive, and we all come up together. Let's make it happen, because we all could use a little uplifting, right?
To recap, so looking back for Rob B's, to humor him,
We all gonna die Wednesday, Rob.
since he's decided to burst in late, hey guys, what a miss. So first of all, let's see. There was a guy reading a cookbook about boiling a frog, and then Mike had surgery on his femoral artery. At which point, we delved into many
The moral decay of society.
Yeah, really highbrow like stuff. You had to be there, brother. You had to be there.
Blackbird said, I spent a few hours at Amish stores today, came back with more than enough, even bought a few pounds of wheat berries.
What's some prices like
great
over there at the Amish
purchase.
store? How much for a pound of ground beef do they sell that at the Amish? Are they vegetarians?
Okay, Paul, that's awesome.
They probably eat a lot of. They do pigs, I bet. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know the Amish. Do they eat beef or pork? What's their deal?
All the above, I suppose. I don't know.
I've seen them. They look like strapping, strong.
Yeah. Well, so listen, man.
They drive around in these blue vans, and they all wear like the same uniform.
At some point in history, we traded the hard life for the modern conveniences, right? And we traded working to plow the fields, to do everything. Your whole yard would be tilled, Livingston, man. You'd have a pen in the back.
Yeah, lawns are for rich people.
With cows in it that you raised.
Lawns
and
are
you'd
a
have chickens
flex.
if you wanted eggs.
I have so
and you'd
much
grow
land, I
wheat
don't
if
have
you,
to grow
You'd grow
food.
wheat if you wanted bread, or trade with a neighbor for something that you grow well, right? Because maybe wheat isn't your thing. It doesn't grow good here. Maybe you're more of a... plant a bunch of apple trees, maybe you got more of an orchard type scenario going on back there.
Yardbirds. He says, if you have to ask how much it costs, you can't afford it. We went to this little place in Germantown, and they had this nice looking, artisanal bread, and it didn't have a price on it. And Mike was like, "Why isn't the price on it?" I was like, "Because the people that shop here don't care what the price is. They just sticker shock's not a thing for them." But I guarantee that.
Rhonda, that's funny.
I feel like that loaf of bread was probably $10, $12.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It was a sourdough boule.
Stale as a motherfucker.
Been sitting
in
out
that
for 3
wax
days.
bag. They're just like, eat your bread, peasants.
Eric says, not everyone can help every one time, but if you help when you can, it adds to the good karma. Amen, Eric. Amen. K Paul says, I'm a sales shopper through and through. I want to know what prices are so I can load up. That's great advice. Great advice. And know what a real sale is versus those gimmicky things where you're actually kind of paying the same price. This was something I used to point out to my kids
if it's
when
not
they were younger.
20% off or more,
sometimes you have to actually look at the size of things too, with the volume inside of the packaging.
Read the fine print.
You have to. You've got to look at the packaging and say that They want 250 for 16 ounces, but I can get the 32 ounces for $3. That's that's a savings there. I'm gonna go for the bigger one and get a little bit more, and pay a little bit less for it. So it's important to know volumes of the containers because some things are shrinking. If you've noticed, most of the pounds of bacon are 12 ounces.
Yeah.
Now, right?
What do you call? You have a name for it?
Shrinkflation. Yeah, it's shrinkflation. They haven't. I think. All right, we're still 12 fluid ounces.
Like, this is a 16-ounce beer, and I'm surprised that Pabst hasn't just been like 25% more because it has 4 more ounces than a normal beer. And you're like, oh, it's got 25% more, but it's not free, particularly.
Yeah, it's shrinkflation. It's out there. Pounds of pasta. You used to get a pound in a box. Now you're getting 12 ounces, right? Some cases 14. It's important to know.
That's 4 ounces off.
Well, it's important to know.
Same price,
less product. It's important to know what you're buying, right? It's important to know. You can't just go like you used to and grab the spaghetti off the shelf and say that that's a pound, because it's probably not a fucking pound.
I usually don't weigh my food, though, also. I just grab
but what they're doing is they're giving you less product, same fucking box with a different label on it.
Foster's, right? Australian for piss. Yeah, won't catch me drinking that.
You're buying 3/4 pounds then. Exactly, CUCV farmer. So the price should be theoretically cheaper.
No, it's not.
But it's not. It's the same $1 a pound that you get for fucking pasta, right? Or 98 cents for the store brand.
It's not that it's actually a pound. It's that they just took the box that used to hold 1 pound and they put 3/4 of a pound in it. Kind of didn't tell you. Just changed the number.
Rhonda, you see, you just spelled out shrinkflation right there, right? That's shrinkflation. There it is. Right?
I was doing the math real quick. It was confusing. I hate 6s and 8s and shit.
Crooked numbers. I can't count the points on them.
It's an old Soviet
Ohio Valley
system.
Says nonstop ads over the chat. They're crushing it, man.
YouTube, stop putting ads over the chat.
Well, they do that because they haven't found a way. We haven't found a link to be able to pay you guys for those yet. But we're just running them anyway.
Yeah, Google claims allegedly.
MS Coast Cajun Prepper, good to see you.
Google, why can't you pay us? Well, we can't. We don't know.
You're not even talking to people when you talk to them. You know that, right? They're all fucking chat bots.
How can I assist you today?
I got to tell you, if you've ever been through the
YouTube,
no, bro, I've been there. I've been there.
Customers. Hell yeah, Donald. Yo, we were smoking some wild shit, but I was fucking smoking the shit that killed Elvis, bro.
Donald is smoking haze weed tonight mixed with potent moon rock weed, Mike and the Livingston Man. And it is...
Call it that wheelchair weed, because I can't stand this shit. I should have never smoked that shit. Now I'm in the Popka, Florida hospital basement.
It'll be
fending off the hordes.
Otherwise known as the guy with purple hair. Gary Live, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in tonight.
The trans are coming.
Good God. You ruined my whole thought process. I had a good one too. It's gone now.
I have that effect on people.
Man. Ugh. Full.
Well, he started.
Beaver moon tonight. Full moon tonight. Beaver moon. The crazies are going to be out. So keep your guard up. What?
This hospice is the worst hospital I've ever been in. Like, at least
Rum
you got the
Runner,
lights
thank you
up.
for
It's
the
like,
shrinkflation.
It's like being in a fucking
Appreciate
twisted version of a dentist's office. We got these like, I'm just gonna have a look at you. We got the cameras and shit. This is like you're auctioning me off on some fucking dark web website.
No, I never even set a goal to auction you off tonight, but I thought about it.
How much for his kidneys?
Yeah. We could start.
How much can we get? I mean, you're gonna have to put in effort, but I'm saying.
Greenleaf says the lunatic alert went out per usual. Yeah. Yeah, full moons will do that.
There's like sirens going
Well,
off.
there's actually a link between full moons and like uptick in cardiac events, things of that nature, psychiatric events as well.
Let me tell you about
So,
toilet paper math.
toilet paper, man.
Yeah. So every roll on the shelf has like 100,000 percent more than like a standard roll. But here's how they get you. There is no standard roll. If you look for like a standard roll, because they have you believe a standard roll of a fucking toilet paper must be something like this big. But these ones, they're big and fat. They're like, look, see, it's got like way more than that, dude. Fucking this bag of shit is actually 1,300 billion bags of fucking shit. You're like, hell yeah, dude, let me buy that shit. You know what I'm going to do with it? You know what I'm going to spend money on? I'm going to buy this. I'm going to do what I do with it. I'm going to flush it down the plumbing and never see it again. These people with this disposable culture, and you would think of plastic, but no, think paper. Doing questionable things with it. Fucking clean yourself up. Flush it. Sandpaper. You use it till it sucks. Toss it. Fucking tape. Purely disposable things. These guys are fucking geniuses, bro. And then they tell you stupid shit like, look, it's fucking 115,000% bigger than the original roll. Well, let me get the original roll. That shit doesn't even exist. It's not a thing. They're like, what if this product we made sucked and was smaller and dumber, and then let's make it as if we solved that problem or something.
K. Paul says it's not the length of the roll of toilet paper; it's the height that they cut back on from 2010 to 20.
It used to fit across the hand. Now it's smaller. Now it's like 2x4s are like 1.5 inches by 3.5. They're doing it to the toilet paper too. Shrinkflation.
Rhonda says the mega rolls of TP look like industrial rolls. Yeah. It's true.
I was surprised to learn about toilet paper. This is only recently I saw a commercial, thank God, where they played me an advertisement for it. Because previously...
You didn't know toilet paper existed?
Oh, I was fucking blown out, dude.
Johnny Highwood says, the Torrids meteor shower after midnight is the best view. Look away from the moonlight. Yeah, the moon should be pretty far across the sky come midnight. But... yeah, look for meteor shower, Torrid meteor shower, and we're actually passing through a debris trail from a comet, so there may be some excessive fireball meteors in the coming days, and be on the lookout for auroras.
Did you see the local phenomenon? Apparently, some SpaceX launch was visible. It was doing something.
Last night on the way here, I said I thought I saw something strange in the sky that dissipated as I was driving. I couldn't get a good look at it because, well, I was driving, but I did see some strange stuff in the sky, and I did come across. Livingston, man, can you pop up something and see if you can actually look this up? Right? You suppose you'd have to just open a browser here. And look up what was seen in the skies in New York, upstate New York last night. And maybe we can share a photo of this with everybody. Yeah, let's see what comes up with.
It was this weird
click. There it is.
Thing.
Yeah, there you go. So copy that, and we'll jump that into the pages here.
Stand by.
Yeah,
please.
it's coming.
Here, it looks on our webpage again. Just add
coming.
something real quick.
There we go. Boom. Look at the man work. Kablamo. All right.
This is what people saw. Allegedly, a lot of people. I saw Facebook posts about this. So I was like, oh, man.
Correct. Yeah, wild looking. Apparently, this was from a rocket launch somewhere. I don't exactly know where, but yeah, rocket launch somewhere. And what you get here is I guess it's the excess fuel burning off in the atmosphere or reflecting light or some shit.
Yeah, it's spiraling as if it was shot through a rifle.
Yeah,
is, I guess, what we're
like
seeing
a
there.
booster. Could you click back to the studio so we could check the chat? Yeah, really weird. Don't know what it is, but listen, man. I feel like government is building up for something big. There's a lot of strange things going on, in my opinion. Right? We've got National Guard on the streets right now, and expanding their reach. We have ICE running like crazy all over everywhere, grabbing up all kinds of people.
I haven't seen them.
No, me either. But you do hear a good bit about it in some places.
Yeah.
Outlaw says they're all lying. I believe you, Outlaw. I believe you. So on top of the National Guard that we have out there, on top of the ICE agents that are in the streets, they're making QRF forces. For those that don't know, a QRF is a quick reaction force.
Thought it stood for quinoa.
No, sorry. Quick reaction force. And those are tasks with quelling insurrection, Livingston, man. That's what they've been training for, is civil disobedience. And I never thought I would see the National Guard start creating QRF forces. Rick Mavic time, good to see you. Not looking good, man. Not looking good.
The Second Amendment.
That's all I'm saying.
The Second Amendment.
What, the QRFs are a well-regulated militia?
And I think that given enough incentive that courts will rule, that I've said this for years, that they'll eventually find that your well-regulated militia is your state's National Guard, and the rest of you, unless you're a part of it, might be considered rebellious.
XMYC, good to see you.
It's not what the Constitution said. Doesn't matter what the Constitution said. It's how a sitting Supreme Court interprets what the Constitution says.
You're not wrong. It's not about how I, as an individual, interpret it. It's about how the judges see it, right? I guess. And then about who obeys those. Paul Conroy Sr. says, as far as QRF, not surprised if they didn't have it already, as they got to respond to natural disasters. Yeah, but with natural disasters, you don't come in guns blazing.
Now,
right?
stick no matter. I understand
you're loading up the deuce and a half, and you're putting aid on it and medical supplies and sending doctors and strong people who can pick things up and put things down. Right.
That's what the National Guard is typically for, but not necessarily. Its origin lies in the state militias of the colonial era.
So I don't know if you all remember, in the early days of the pandemic, I have footage and videos and pictures of Scott Hummer. Thank you so much. Humvees, trucks, troops on the roads, setting up field hospitals in parking lots.
Parking lots.
In hospital parking lots.
Shooting in the forehead with the fucking
in
laser
regular
thermometer.
parking lots, right? I watched the government mobilize and set up tent hospitals and all this shit that some were used in some places, most weren't. But they mobilized and they set up their shit. And I saw it. I watched it all. Do you think that was a desensitization tactic just to keep the military on the streets? Or were they really in fear that hospitals are going to be so overwhelmed that we needed these extra spaces, right? I mean, they took over like the Javits Center. They took over like...
It was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction on government's part. So the people were like, somebody's got to do something. And then the government looked at their contingency plans and was like,
all right, we can do this.
This is what we do. And then we all saw it and we're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're all going to die.
Okay, never ask for that. We should probably never ask for their help again. Because, wow, okay, that's what you guys consider help. I like
Dana, let's prep. Good to see you.
Smacking fannies and killing grannies,
not
bro.
looking good. Not looking good. We've got the National Guard creating QRF forces. We have more congressional members looking to move on post Livingston, man. There's quite a few that live on military installations now, and there's more looking to go there because of the safety that it provides.
Like the Wolfschanze.
On a military installation. I think that's not a good look for you, bro.
Perhaps the Felschennest.
Not very good. My personal opinion, I don't like the way that looks.
Rob B, what slogan? Because we're putting it on a patch, but I don't know what don't ask me what I said.
He's got to watch it back. When you put him on autopilot, it's all over. Galdrell says, yes, the whole thing was a test to see how easily they could control folks. Well, I think it worked out pretty well.
I kept saying that. I kept saying while this pandemic, I was like, they're going to come out in like 2 years and be like, with no due respect, we needed to know what you would do. And we showed them collectively, all of us, what we would do. Some people would refuse to wear the mask. Some people would defy the authority. Some people would utterly submit to it. Call the cops.
And ridicule those that didn't. That was the biggest thing. They would literally fight you for not having a mask on. Right?
We decided to take a road trip to go up to an Army-Navy store in Albany, Latham, whatever, area. And we brought the homeboy with us, and he made this grave mistake is that we went into a Whole Foods store, which was, we brought it on ourselves. All right, I get it. I'm going to take it right off the chin. I'm gonna take it on the chin.
He did go into a Whole Foods store.
We walked into a Whole Foods store without the masks on. Well, he did. And,
it was like somebody dropped a bomb. I thought they were going to have this dude shot in the back
sales
fucking
associates
meat aisle.
Shadowing him with earpieces in. Like we
got him. We got him on aisle 6. He's walking past the soda section now. It was crazy. It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like it in my life.
He orders 2 steaks from the butcher, who is cool. Also, not wearing a mask.
Wraps the steaks, hands the steaks over the counter to him, and he's drinking. The whole time he's drinking a soda. And he's like, I can't wear a mask and drink my soda. I'll put my mask on when I finish my soda. And he sat and sipped on that soda all the way back out the front door and never put his mask on. Nope. I thought the guy was like, yo, we're going to jail. We're going to jail. Bro, because homeboy would not wear a mask in a Whole Foods. It's the most
punk rock shit ever. He gets to the register finally with like secret fucking Amazon service following him.
And he's at register
says to him, you have to be wearing a mask. He's like, I'm not wearing a mask. He's like, I can't ring you up. He just leaves the store. He causes all this chaos to leave with nothing.
And left the steaks right on the counter.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now Mike and I are like,
we're going to jail. We're going to jail.
Well, also we were like, we're not going to jail.
No, I'm not an accessory. No.
I'm a run. They're going to chase me. You guys bounce, pick me up.
XMYC, yeah, I see it myself here in the Hudson Valley, man. Some people wear the masks in the cars by themselves still to this day. Listen, I understand that some people are immunocompromised. Some people have serious allergies, so they wear masks. I understand that
Change your damn cabin filter. You look ridiculous.
There are certain reasons that folks would wear a mask, right? So I just let it go. I just let it go. I don't ridicule people. I'm not going to make fun of people. Past tense, cool. Present tense, no. I'm trying to avoid confrontations, not get in them. Right. So
I hate going out. I know that some people, especially yardbirds, have leveled accusations and allegations of main character syndrome, but actually in public, I'm actually a very shy and anxious person. I have cash register anxiety. I wish the fucking thing, I wish it would work faster and just go, like, I hate, like, I'm like, oh my God, there's people behind me. Oh my God, hurry up. Come on. What are you doing? Why do I gotta push buttons?
That's what the pandemic did to a lot of people. And it's hard for a lot of people to break out of that shell. And I think it's really important
I missed
for
the
people
6 feet. I missed the 6 feet thing, and I missed the fucking go this way on the shopping cart.
That's so.
'cause they
So
don't know how to
that was.
drive
I
in
think
the
that
store.
was. I think that was part of the experiment, right? People say it was an experiment. So if it was an experiment, I think that was part of it, right? Because all it did was further the division, keep people further away from each other. You can't even get close, right?
Thank God.
Outlaw says some people still have the same mask on for the last
For
5
real.
years. That wins
Bro,
the
they
internet
hang it off
for
they hang it
today.
off the rear view mirror, and it's just like their fashion
The sun
accessory.
sterilizes it. There's no
some-
bacteria in it whatsoever.
Not through the
Everything's going
UV
to be
blocker of the
fine.
windshield, idiot.
K. Paul says, I love being able to wear a mask. Can you describe the person? Yeah, he was fucking tall. He was wearing a mask.
Then all of a sudden, some people started wearing masks and doing the wrong, and they were like,
Rum
"You're
Runner,
actually
have a
not
great
allowed to
night,
wear
my
a
friend.
mask
Safe
in public
travels
no
to you."
more."
Oh, it worked good that time. See? It likes Rum Runner.
Chill, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, safe travels, Rum Runner.
See, you exerted force, but the absolute minimum necessary.
Minimum necessary. Pete, good to see you. The roaming prepper in the house. Thank you for stopping in
The
tonight.
Blackbird, exactly my point. I remember the arrows they put on the floor of the store, and at first I was resistant to it. I'm like, come on, man. What am I, some sheep being led along? But now, 4 years later, I'm like, bring those back, because these fucking people don't know how to drive in the store. They just got this cart across the fucking aisle. Fucking unwashed peasants talking to fucking Phyllis over here. I had seen you in 25 years. Bullshit. You saw her fucking 3 hours ago at Bob's Diner up in Hudson. Bullshitting in the middle of the aisle. How's the kids doing? I'm trying to get by. All I want is like some yellow rice, maybe like some red sauce. I'm trying to grab my canned shit for the week. But no, here's Phyllis and Donna. Ain't seen each other in all of freaking 72 hours, breaking it down like it's been months. Okay, like as if Phyllis was like off at war in Europe or something. Tell me all about it. To bringing up the medical problems. They're at the meat. You go to the meat section. It's always the dudes, and they all stand there and they touch the shit. You gotta touch every fucking single one of them. Fucking pick it up and look at it and poke it, and touch it. The difference between the packages is like 50 cents either way. See one, pick one, get the fuck out of the way. Tired of y'all at the store.
Do you see what
They
this
call
did
their
to him?
wife on the phone from the store. I don't know which one you want me to get. And this is why she fucks other dudes. Because you can't decide what fucking cereal to feed your son.
Oh, God. Red Cardinal says, I saw an old man mowing his lawn earlier
Make a
today
decision.
in northern Vermont wearing a mask. With a drought, bro, I got to tell you, man.
I mow lawns and wear a
Rocky
mask.
Mountain spotted fever comes from decaying leaves that are either really wet or really dry. And
live off those.
it creates a mold
what it does to
in
you.
between the layers. And you can get like super duper sick from it. So
Fungal infections and every
people,
other thing, yeah.
man, old people, and live your life. I am not going to criticize anybody.
No, true that. Now, wearing a
Especially
mask.
not for having clean lungs. That shit's awesome.
Yeah, wearing a mask doing lawn work.
Clean lungs rule.
I would actually recommend that you do that. I do.
Wisconsin farm boy. Good to see you. Gadrell is triggered.
I'm tired of these soft ass men can't decide what kind of fucking pasta sauce to buy at the fucking grocery store. If your wife wanted to go shopping,
Livingston,
she
man,
would have went
listen.
shopping. Why are you calling her from the store?
You could make a
left the house.
fortune.
I know
with the Become a Man clinic.
I know what you dudes do.
Sell the balls to the dudes.
I
right?
know what you-
All the hipsters need some coyones.
We-
These are the hipsters, bro.
We all know what us men do when the wife finally leaves the house.
Play video games.
We gonna listen to that shit with the sound up. You know what I'm talking about. And so when your wife sends you to the store to do the freaking little bit of shopping, okay, imagine she home listening to this shit with the sound up. Leave her alone. Brr, call. What the fuck pasta sauce do you want me to get? Fuck out of here.
SRD.
Hey, men, act like it.
What do they call that magic pill that you take every day?
Ibuprofen.
No, it's called Grow a Set. Grow a Set. There you go.
Also, ibuprofen is very good for you because it makes like this pain go
Red
away.
Cardinal, I believe Rocky Mountain spotted fever is what comes from that. It's from decaying
I definitely
leaves
have that.
of oak trees.
Is that the one that makes you allergic to meat?
No, that's a tick, a Lone Star tick.
If that happens to me, I'm gonna like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'll do. I guess go vegetarian, but I would be annoyed.
Well, just red meat, so you could eat like
I
chicken
would try
and
to eat it
pork
anyway.
and stuff
I
like
would
that.
eat it anyway. It
That
makes
makes you
allergic
violently,
to red meat.
violently ill if you eat it.
It's
Rhonda
like some-
says Lyme disease.
Had
No.
it, over it, whatever. I stopped curing it.
Tick-borne diseases. Lyme disease is nowadays treatable, right?
Look what it does to you.
Lyme disease is treatable, and Lyme disease is one of the lesser harmful things that you can get from a tick bite nowadays. I actually had a friend that passed away from Powassan virus from a tick bite. She had just had Mr. 19 and had gotten over it, but started to get these horrible, horrible headaches that just wouldn't go away. And she kept going back to the doctor, and lo and behold, right at the very last minute, they tested her for Lyme disease. They didn't find any evidence of a tick bite or anything.
This happens a lot. If you're a person,
Swells the brain.
if you're a person who's suffering from mysterious like fucking symptoms,
Get tested for Lyme disease
'cause
or
it-
tick-borne illnesses.
it's a great mimicker. And what doctors I don't want to say tend to do. What can happen is that they start to chase the symptoms rather than the cause. And
Yeah.
Lyme disease imitates and acts like other things. It presents the symptoms of it's confusing to a medical diagnostician.
Rhonda says, correction, bioweapon, Mike, Lyme disease. Correct. Now,
I've
if you look
heard-
to the origins of Lyme disease,
Some Plum Island shit.
so it goes back even further than that, all right, Livingston Man. At the end of World War II, the Nazis were experimenting with ticks and dropping them over the battlefield. All right, so Lyme disease itself may have already been in the works at the end of World War II and then came back to life on Plum Island with the Nazi scientists who were working there with animals, right? And they believe that the infected ticks got on one of the animals and was carried by a bird or something across into Connecticut. And
And you know who was not only the Germans, but the Japanese were well advanced in these biological and weapons and research as well. But it's often overlooked given the enormity of the Nazis' crimes. But Japan, the Japanese Empire at the time, was conducting roughly the same experiments and doing the same things. But we kind of like made a choice there. The Germans were to be vilified and the Japanese were.
quietly taken. Yeah.
We did nuke them after all.
Yardbird says Operation Paperclip. Correct.
Sure, and Operation Paperclip goes way deeper than just Werner von Braun and the Nazi NASA team up to do the moon landing and shit. Operation Paperclip was they gathered up anybody who was doing research on anything, and they were like, "You work for us now."
MS Coast Cajun Prepper, I could not agree more. I pre-treat all my clothes with permethrin. Right, especially my hunting clothes. I treat them with permethrin. I leave them outside to air out from that. It doesn't leave any lasting smell. Initially, there's definitely a smell to it, but it dissipates pretty quickly and lasts through quite a few washings of your clothes. Don't forget that if you're treating an outfit, that includes your socks, right? Because you should be tucking your base layer into your socks to keep those little bastards from crawling up your pant legs.
Yeah, you want to do like a reverse shingling because they crawl
Yeah.
up from underneath.
Correct. They do say that they jump. Facts are they don't. They actually fall from higher places, right? They climb up and fall off onto things as they go by.
They cling to things that will cling to you, like prickers and burdock stuff. It's when you rub against them and get stuck on it, they get like transferred to you.
Yeah. And their grip is incredible. You can't just like flick one off of your skin. If you've ever noticed, their little feet are like fucking glue. So Yeah. XMYC. No, everything does not taste like chicken. Especially not fish. Fish tastes nothing like chicken.
It's got that like let's add like
Wisconsin, have a great night.
Porta
Thank you
potty
for stopping
worship.
in. Really appreciate you being here.
one in the chat if you hate fish, like you're just saying.
All right,
Into
listen.
it.
Listen. All right, yeah.
No,
let's do
no
it. Let's
hate.
do it.
I'm
Yeah,
just
one
saying.
in the chat if you are not a fish eater. Two in the chat if you don't do any seafood. Right? I know there's some people who will do no seafood at all.
I'm a total landlubber. I just don't do it. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't agree with me.
Rural says one. He's not a fish guy. Not a fish guy. Erie says not a fish guy. Roaming Prepper says 7. He's going to eat whatever you put in front of him. Jay Moore is a 1. Not a fish. Not a fish. Some random dude says 420 for seafood. Southern Tier Prepper says 3. I love it all. Ohio, not a fish guy. Not a fish guy.
Those radioactive seafood. I mean, that's the way.
Yeah,
the future right
my
there.
favorite part about eating seafood is when I take the Geiger counter to
How
the
much
store.
mercury is in this exactly?
Paul Conroy says 0 seafood. Eat it. You want a fish sandwich?
I really think that
Eric says depends on the fish. Some fishes, some fish is more fishy than others.
I think that whether you like fish or not depends on either like your religious or I guess geographical upbringing. I think I was kind of just raised like a little too far inland to be like worried about like fresh fish. I've caught fish before, but always like, just throw them back or whatever.
Oh no, I catch them and eat them.
The old man ate them. I've eaten fish before. I love like a lobster tail is good, I guess, but like I don't really. That's not a staple in my diet whatsoever. Is all like
I am a seafood lover, all of it, bro. Not just the clams, the mussels, the oysters.
it's just nasty. Y'all at the clam bake just gross. Give me that-
Crabs,
give me that real-
lobsters, fish.
Sucking-
I'd give.
How about just blow my nose in an
it to
oyster shell and you
me.
eat it? Like,
Maybe shit hit the fan on the coast wouldn't be so bad.
And you
right?
pig roast
You don't
motherfuckers.
always have to watch your back when you're on the coast, except for nowadays it's fucking drone warfare. So
a good pig roast is great too. Love it. But when all y'all come around talking about with the eyeballs on the toothpick, like fuck you, bro. What's
King
ew.
Corso says raw in the half shell. Yeah, baby. Give me a little bit of that cocktail sauce. Oh man, yeah, those things are so fun.
I'm gonna tell you a story, all right? So y'all a bunch of strong stomach fucking people. Like, yeah, used to be sucking oysters out of shit. Mike come to my house talking about the one night. He's like, I was reading about this thing they're doing in Africa. They got these mosquito traps, and they gather pounds of mosquitoes, and they crush them, and they fry them, and they turn them into mosquito burgers. And he said that, and I threw up. Literally and actually. It was like,
It was bad too.
Talking about-
I thought he was going.
talking about
He was running for
prepping
the
and
garbage can.
surviving, bro. This motherfucker made a mosquito.
Livingston man, I found a great way to get some protein.
I lost it over a stink bug, dude.
Oh man.
A stink bug sprayed in the studio once, and I puked for like 20 minutes live. You can look it up.
That was pretty funny.
You're talking about mosquito burgers. It's okay. And what do you think McDonald's is? I know McDonald's is mosquito burgers, but you know what they don't do? Say it. So I'm like, hey, that okay. You've been eating mosquitoes your whole life. Good.
Bad
Now,
Blobber
obviously,
says stockeye, kokanee trout, and walleye are my favorite. I've never here in the eastern U.S. we don't have kokanee trout. We typically end up with the rainbows, the browns, the German browns, right? German brown trout, and occasionally a brook trout. But those all the native ones are probably dead by now. The acid rain. I saw a friend of mine catch what was probably the last native brook trout in the Roll F. Jansen Kill Creek. It was the most beautiful fish I ever saw come out of the water. It was like black with these orange dots on it and had white tips on its fins. Just gorgeous.
Good thing he hauled it out of the stream to eat
And
it.
cooked it in a bath of butter, baby. A little garlic, salt, and pepper.
This is the last one.
Delicious.
Probably
Delicious. NC Douglas says the nastiest thing I ever tried was a possum. Well, they are kind of scrap eaters, right? Possums will eat anything.
I ate a squirrel once.
So I learned, one of my favorite restaurants my wife and I used to go to was called the Bonefish Grill. And they had some more exotic seafoods there. We used to go there and always order the mussels Josephine. It was absolutely to die for, delicious. And every time I would go, I would try something different off the menu, right? They had like a blackened trout that was really good. And this time I went and I chose to try.
We
they
burned
had,
this fish in a house fire. You should try it. It's great.
They had Chilean sea bass.
Charred corpse.
Right? So, interestingly enough, Chilean sea bass has the exact same texture as like a lobster claw. You know how they're kind of grainy?
Now, see, I don't use like tools to eat the food. If you need to like crack shit open, you need hammers and chisels and something like that. Ain't food. That's work, bro.
Vanessa Kitty, good to see you. But yeah, Chilean sea bass has like the same texture as like a crab leg would. That flaky kind of delicious, absolutely delicious.
Like people talk about like, eating seafood, especially lobsters and crabs and shit. And I'm like, oh, so y'all just gonna live in the pod and eat the bugs? Okay, fine.
They're water bugs.
You know,
It's okay.
the original Mayflower colonists to America like nearly starved to death because they thought that the lobsters, which grew in abundance on the coast, were insects and they wouldn't eat them.
That's mad funny. Johnny Preps says, have you tried the Umi all-you-can-eat seafood buffet in Albany that exists? Let's go. I'm ready.
Do they
Tell me
have,
when
like,
we
chicken
going,
nuggets?
Johnny. I got my legs back. I'll walk if I have
I'll tell
to.
you what, like I draw the line at like fish sticks, dude. Like I'll eat like fish sticks, some good old like Atlantic cod or whatever the fucking fine print says.
Listen, if
may or may not contain all kinds of weird shit.
okay, so I'm gonna give
a
a little in our closing moments here a little bit of my prepper advice. Okay. If you live near a body of water that has fish in it, you should consider that a food source, SHTF, and you should prep ways to perhaps passively collect those fish from these bodies of water. Perhaps not in super abundance, but enough to get by and not deplete your resource, but use your resource, right? You should have methods to do so, regardless of what they are, and your skill sets, right? Some people could just go with a cast net. Maybe that's something that fits into your skill set. But that you have to be there to do, right? You got to be there. You got to cast it out. It makes noise. You could put bank lines up with hooks and bobbers and throw them suckers out there and just leave them, walk away, bait the hooks, and come back later. That's passive protein procurement, Livingston, man. There's 3 P's for you. Different ways to collect food while you're busy doing other things. We have been spoiled by convenience. You know, we were talking about the Amish earlier. And the hard, you know, they're all strapping young lads because they got to work their fucking ass off from fucking sunrise to sunset just to have enough to survive.
The organic lifestyle.
Yeah. Oh, Southern Tier Prepper gave fish traps as gifts for Christmas last year.
To your point, now
That's
I'm
awesome.
going to use a blanket statement here, but someone said, I seen it on the internet. Someone said, every given convenience is a skill loss.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, a skill on its way to being lost, right? If somebody of high society substance decides that this should be cool again, you know, let's face it, Negan made leather jackets cool again. Daryl Dixon made leather jackets cool again. They sold more because
That's a litmus test, though,
people.
because if you said to me Negan, I would say bat. If you said to me Daryl Dixon, I would say crossbow. But I would have never thought of either of their leather jackets. So, an interesting psychological experiment, to say the least. Fuck are these people in the chat talking about?
Oh, Kathy
C4?
Williams says they have a fishing lure advent calendar. That's fantastic. Honestly, what I would look into if I was looking for passive fishing on the cheap, I would go buy myself some really heavy-duty braided line, something that's not going to break very easy, because the last thing you want to do when there's no place to get more hooks from is lose hooks. And I'm going to tie everything with this braided line. It's very thin, very small diameter, and very strong, right?
Get the 750 cord. There's 550 cord, of course.
Yep.
Tried and true, and it's got the fishing line filament in it if you pull the core out. But their 750 cord has like extra filaments, like just more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, just more. Godrell says, learn to tie knots first. Amen.
please
Godrell.
learn how to tie knots. And there's, I know what everybody does.
The strongest fishing knot is a Schnell knot. You want to Schnell the knot on the hook shank, not
I'm not talking
on the
about just
line.
fishing. I'm talking about in general.
Yes.
There's like a handful of knots that are not too hard to learn how to do that mean the difference between getting your fucking rope back and them performing the task that you're asking them to do and just wrapping some nonsense around some shit, having to cut your rope, it's stuck, can't get it back, gotta beat your knots with hammers and stuff. Learn how to tie some knots, man.
Some random dude says, if you don't know how to tie knots, tie lots. That's true. That's true. That's how I usually get my way out of it. He's the knot guy. I'm the.
I'm like, you're doing way
don't
too
do
much.
it
How
like
long
this.
did that just
Don't
take
do it
you to
like
do
this.
that?
Yeah, don't do it like this. Vanessa Kitty says the fishing knot app. Yes, it's very, very helpful. Very helpful. I know my fishing knots very well. I've been doing the Salmon River for 18 years now. So definitely know my fishing knots pretty good. Nail knots, stuff like that. Fly knots, a couple different ones. But when it comes to ropes, not so strong on those. Not so strong on those. Didn't practice,
In my daily job, I sometimes have to use like even 3/4 and 1 inch like rope. And so like the knots that you're tying, like sitting at your desk, like with your 550 cord, but then you're taking them and you're doing them with this huge big ship rope.
Big rope, yeah.
And you start to realize like some people are laughing, but no, like these things when you've knotted off to like a tree limb, and all of a sudden 1,000 pounds yanks down on that knot.
Yeah, and you can still untie it.
You have to hit it with a hammer to get it to let loose. The line is this big.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Everything just disappeared. A whole YouTube studio. Click reload and see what happens. Hopefully we're still live. It just kind of glitched out. Really weird. I don't know if you guys lost us or what there, but
There's a delay, regardless.
yeah,
Maybe we
like
reset. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you had
learn how to
passed the
tie.
hour mark. Now pay $49.95. Keep on rolling.
Yeah, hit that money button. I told you.
Now would be a good time to insert ads, says YouTube.
But yes, learn how to tie knots, but not only with small rope,
Big rope too. Yeah.
because and it's the same, but
Thanks,
it's different.
Yardbirds.
It's the
Donald,
same,
thank you.
but different.
Yeah. I want to thank y'all for joining us on this
What are you
going
trying to do?
die
Remind us. it's time-
Wednesday.
It would be a good time to insert ads, or for y'all to hit the money button. Which one do you want me to
Definitely wants us to insert the ads.
do? You have 5 seconds to hit the money button, or I will hit the ad button.
There's like an 8-second delay, so you can't do that.
I'm
you got to do
I'm
like
compensating.
20 and then just cut it
I'm
off.
compensating.
Thank you for being here this evening. Really appreciate y'all coming out and checking us out. Listen, 9 o'clock tonight. There's competitors going tonight. Rural 2IC will be live with Workshop Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. And I believe the Angry Prepper may be live at 9 o'clock tonight as well. I'm not 100% sure
Who are they
about
competing with?
the
Each
Angry
other?
Prepper, but no,
Us?
but two folks on at the same time. That's all. That's all.
Oh,
Same
man.
time slot. So
You got to make your choice.
yeah. I'll be jumping back and forth between both. That's kind of how I try to do it. Share the love event, like a Subaru fucking sale. What more can you do?
Rural 2
Support the
IC and the
homies.
Angry
Share
Prepper.
the love.
Both.
Yeah. Eric says bean footage. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you for all the donations, people. Really, really appreciate it. Keep doing the things, man. Shit don't look good. All signs point to preparedness. So do the best of what you got where you're at. We appreciate y'all. Hudson
Tie your
Valley
knots, bro.
prepping and survival. Out of here.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston Man, roll that beautiful beam footage.
We all gonna